Hello, everybody. How you doing? Sunday evening, end of another week, another warm day. I've had to turn off my fan because it was blowing the back of my tablet. I haven't got an actual camera. I'm going to have to get a camera, HD camera, and I'm having a usual Sunday evening noodle on me. This time on me 52 Relic Telecaster, and there you go. What can we talk about? End of the week. I don't know. We covered a lot this week, didn't we? Really, too much to remember. I can't remember all of it because I do at least one, usually morning video and upload per day. On my TikTok, particularly, I try and upload onto Instagram, but I don't upload everything from TikTok onto Instagram. So most of it's on TikTok, and I've fallen behind posting much of this week's stuff on YouTube. I need to get around to that. I think I need a new YouTube channel because I'm using my old channel from when I was a local politician years ago, and I think some of the political stuff I used to do might have sort of might have put a bit of a cap on the views I get basically for that channel. So I might have to start a new channel just for the life coaching and mentoring. But anyway, no point of these new sort of Sunday evening music and musings videos is that I enjoy them. It's a nice thing to mark the end of the week. I sort of look back and look forward. I think, as I said in videos that you might have seen already, I believe in music, especially if you can play an instrument, and listening to music and all of that and creating it just for fun, just for yourself, is a extremely important, cathartic thing to do for the soul and for your mental health, for yourself, for you, as a human being. You need to express yourself, and it's a nice way of expressing yourself. I do it in many ways now. Obviously, with my own particular sense of fashion, which people seem to enjoy. I've got I've got me sort of tiger tattoo and me snakes. They are got me big Elvis ring. That's that's the Aloha ring from Elvis's 1973 concert in Hawaii. Aloha from Hawaii. There are more snakes. There's me lion, and then more snakes, and more snakes. All fun. Express yourself. I suppose that's the message for this evening. Is if you like to draw. If you like to paint. If you like to sing. If you like to whatever you like to do. If you like to tattoo yourself. I know someone that does. She's a bit of a nice. I know quite a few artistic ladies who are very good and decorate themselves and do lots of things. Like I know a few. What do they call themselves? Textile artists, who I can proudly count as friends, and I talk to and find out things from that I didn't know about before. That's the whole point, isn't it? Life's about, for me, life's about supporting each other, getting to know new people. Then you get their knowledge. If you've got a little bit, it's so important. All of that really is. But and I've learned this far too late in life. It's also extremely important to understand yourself. If you don't understand yourself, you're not going to understand much, really. And I, to be honest, I thought I understood myself, and I did for many years, but there were certain aspects of my nature and behaviour that until recently I wasn't self-aware enough of, but I am now. And in a way, I'm a different person. In a way, I'm the same person, and in a different way, I'm a different person because I understand those sorts of not particularly helpful um, personality traits and patterns. Not very helpful to me. Not harmful to anyone else, but harmful to myself, really. And as I do, I've just addressed them, sorted them out, and got on with it. Got on with enjoying my life. That's the main thing. You've got to enjoy your life. You've got to find some way, something that you love doing, and if it's that's what creativity is all about. It's your outlet. So obviously, this isn't sort of anything new or particularly amazing, but it's important. So whatever you need to do to, let off some steam that doesn't hurt anyone else. That's the important thing. Doesn't harm anyone else. Go do it. Go do it. I suppose that's tonight's sort of topic and lesson. By the way, I've got 2 amps here. I've got a little Marshall practice amp, which is the same thing Jack Black has in School of Rock, if you've seen that. Tied to his belt from a Marshall, which is all plugged into now, which I use my little overdrive amp. It's not an overdrive yet. And I've got a bigger Black Star amp, which is for my sort of clean sort of guitar, plugged in guitar. Well, the little Marshall doesn't sound too bad. It's quite clean. I like going clean. I don't like putting too much overdrive on stuff. Clean and loud is usually the best sort of overdriving because you're breaking up the amp itself to a certain amount, depending on the volume. But overdrive makes it a bit easier, I suppose. Especially at lower volumes, you're overdriving the circuit, but you can lower the volume slightly on the amp, so it's not quite as ear splitting. I've got a little little Blues overdrive pedal. There we go. Which I need to plug it. Which its mains power, so I need to get some more. I need to get a little pedal board. I've got that. I'm about to get a wah-wah pedal. Which, if you don't know what that is, I used to have one, but I sold it. I don't know why. I wish I hadn't. Don't know what I did. Which is basically, let me think. If you know Jimi Hendrix, Voodoo Child, at the beginning it goes wow, wow, wow. It's like a wah-wah sort of sound. Literally wah-wah, wah-wah. It's sort of basically it's a volume gate. So it as you rock the pedal, it sort of it increases, opens and closes the I think they call it an envelope, the volume envelope. So you can sort of use it as like a boost pedal. So say I'm doing God. On that chord, which is staying at the same volume now, if I'm plugged into a wah-wah between the guitar and the amp, and I start doing that, it's gonna suddenly go wow. The volume will go up and down, depending on what I do with my foot, basically. But it's a very good one to listen to if you've got Spotify, which most will have. Yeah, it would be Voodoo Child right at the beginning. He's using a wah-wah. If you find Cream, Eric Clapton and Ginger Baker and all that. Let's see. Tales of Ulysses, I think that's got a wah through. It's quite a distinctive sound, and it's great, especially for slightly overdriven blues, clean. Trying to think now else any other sort of well-known songs within. There's lots of songs really back in the late 60s, early 70s, which is what I I sort of love and play. You know, I mean, you know. How many more times? Well, Led Zeppelin. Was that 69? That was on a telly. That was on a 60s telly like this one. Yeah, Jimmy Page. He had little mirrors stuck on his for decoration. Like me, he decorated his guitars. Again, Cream, Eric Clapton, Cream, Sunshine of Your Love, Tales of Brave Ulysses, White Room on an SG type guitar. Well, that was an SG, but this isn't my SG type guitar. These are all copies, homages, because they're all cheap ones. I haven't got the money for the. I used to have all the actual ones, but you know, needs must, and you have to sell them, unfortunately. So that was an SG like this one, guitar. So that's the sort of stuff. So I haven't done any Cream yet. I'm going to do some Cream coming up. I've done AC/DC on the channel. I've done played a bit of Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath. Last time I did some Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. I'm still getting through the solo for Wish You Were Here, which I will bring to you sometime during the week on my cheap acoustic. That thing was, if you go back and watch the video from the week, that was absolutely murder on my fingers, because it's again, like it's a very cheap. A cheap acoustic is always harder to play than a cheap electric. You know, you can do things on these on the bridges and the nuts and things and the saddles to lower the action, and you get a bit of buzz. Oh, this one's not working. See a bit of buzz. Bit of buzz there. Bar chords. Buzz. See, what could I play for you? I've got a bit of Freddie King Hideaway. Hang on. Should put some game on. Let's see. Look, gain on. Game on. Gain on. Let's see how it sounds first without. Hang on. What am I doing here? Right, let's try that with some gain. That was without gain. Let's try that with some gain. Hang on. Let's turn that tone down slightly. Hang on a minute. Take some tone off there. Right, let's see. Let's try again. Okay. those for free. You don't have to pay for them. There we are, hang on. That was the neck pickup. Anyway, bit of hideaway there. That was the gain on. Let's turn this thing down a minute. See that? That sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, what can we do with a bit of gain on still? Let's see. No. Hang on, wait a minute. Try again. I've forgotten how it goes. No. Anyway, trying to do shot down in flames there, but I've forgotten how it goes. Yeah, how about let's see, the usual. There we go. You can tell it's Sunday evening because I'm hot, I'm knackered, I'm tired. I've had way too much to eat. I've had a very nice dinner, but way too much to eat. I'll leave you one more thing, and then I'll leave you in peace. Enough of me. I'll just turn that off. Let's try a little bit more of hang on, Pink Floyd. Yeah, let's give it a go. All right. Right, hang on. Let's see now. That's part of the solo. So that was the solo, and it goes. That was the opening, and then the chorus goes into. Nope, hang on. There we go. As usual, fumbled by me. I'm just too tired. End of the week. I'll see you tomorrow, Monday morning. Yes, it's a new morning, it's a new week. Love Monday mornings because you can starts all over again. It's a new chance, you know. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night and take care of yourselves.